Hey guys, so iOS 17 developer beta 8 has been out for a couple of days now, and as per usual, I'd like to come back and share with you guys my thoughts on the software so far, any bugs, battery, performance, and something is just missing here. Something isn't right. I think Apple could be changing the way they deliver betas this year around, and I think Apple may need to release a beta 9, although typically when Apple sends out their iPhone September event invitations, the week prior to the event, we don't see typically any betas, but I think this year things will change. So let's just go ahead and dive right into this video. Now in today's episode, I wanted to start off with some news. Apple has unfortunately officially killed off the iTunes movie trailer app and the website for the app as well. So this trailer app, of course, was made by Apple. It was really nice put together. I'm not sure if any of you guys used the application, but Apple has officially killed off the iTunes movie trailer app and website. It's a bit sad to see this happen, but it was something that Apple was going to eventually do. This app used to display a lot of the awesome trailers for your movies and things like that. So if you use the application, I would like to know in those comments down below. But yeah, it has officially come to an end. Now on Wednesday, Apple also released a new version of macOS beta. So macOS beta 7 was released on Wednesday with a brand new lock screen, very similar to the lock screen on the iPad. And they also added some really nice multiple animated wallpapers in macOS Sonoma, which look really cool. So as I mentioned, iOS 17 developer beta 8 has been out for a couple of days, and I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts on the software. Things are looking actually pretty good, but there's one thing that may force Apple to actually release a new beta, which is not typical for them to do before they go for the RC after the iPhone event. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the bugs here, and let me explain what I'm talking about. So if we go into the lock screen here, these are minor bugs here, by the way. I lost the live wallpaper toggle from this carousel here. That's something to note here, at least in my iPhone. That's been disappearing here on the latest beta. And right here, if we go into the photo, the shuffle option is just always loading. It never ends. Ever since I installed beta 8, that feature hasn't been working for me, or the live photos feature here. But the big news here is name drop. Name drop, one of the bigger features coming to the iPhone, and the Apple Watch is currently not active on the Apple Watch. So you can't name drop anything from an iPhone to an Apple Watch. This is a feature that Apple said will be coming with WatchOS 10. They haven't announced any delays or anything like that, but it is not fully active on the Apple Watch. I got it to work once, extremely buggy. I think it was in beta 3 or beta 4, but the feature is just not active. Name drop is a big feature coming to the iPhone and the Apple Watch, and right now in beta 8, the feature just isn't working. And that's the reason I believe Apple may release another beta or 2 RCs before the official release. So if Apple does address this issue with another beta, the next beta will be on the 5th of September, a week before the iPhone 15 event, and then we get the RC typically on the event of the iPhone. So the iPhone event, of course, is September the 12th. That's when we'll get the RC. As I mentioned, Apple will either have to release 2 RCs or 1 additional beta and the RC on the 12th in order to address the name drop issue, unless they come out and say, hey, the feature just won't be making the cut on the official WatchOS 10 release. It will be pushed back to another date. But right now, it looks like in order for Apple to test this feature properly, name drop on the Apple Watch just isn't working. Maybe another beta may be coming next week, as I mentioned, or 2 RCs in the future after the 12th of September in order to get this feature working properly on the iPhone. And now next I want to talk about performance, because I know a lot of you guys always ask about performance. This is a benchmark of beta 7. This is a benchmark of beta 8. We saw a small drop in performance, but that's something that you really won't notice with your iPhone. Things are running pretty smooth right now. Single core score here, as you see, in the previous beta, beta 7 was 2,614 versus the current beta, 2,477, and the multi-core score is 6,598, and the current beta is 6,537. So a slight drop in performance, something that you won't notice. In terms of battery, I know you guys continue to ask about the battery. The battery is okay. I get through my entire day. I can't complain, but I know it can be better. So hopefully within future software updates, the battery will get very solid. But as of right now, I think we can get through with the battery on the latest beta. Now, in terms of official release date, of course, the iPhone event, as I mentioned, is on September the 12th, meaning that iOS could very well release on the following Monday, September the 18th. So we're obviously less than a month away from the official release of iOS 17. Let's wait and and see what happens next week if Apple decides to send another beta before the RC. This will be something that Apple hasn't done in a couple of years, but I think they either need to send again 2 RCs or a beta next week in order to get that name drop working properly on Apple Watch and the iPhone. And that about brings it into this video. Let me know your thoughts in those comments down below. Are you having any issues, any bugs on the latest beta 8? I would like to hear from you in those comments down below. If you do, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.